Hi guys, welcome to Palace to the Core. My name is Stephen Dawes. Thank you for joining me, and thank you for your supporting on this channel. So, I had someone in my comments asking me about my thoughts about Marc Guehi going to Liverpool. And I've looked at the rumours. There are a number of rumours going around, but there's now one in particular that came out about a day ago from Fabrizio Romano, which I'll put somewhere here, which basically says that as soon as Liverpool have got their house in order in terms of selling and buying, they're going to be activating Marc Guehi's options. So it looks as though they are ready to bid a substantial amount of money for him. Now, bearing in mind they've already spent a huge amount of money on Wirtz, so I think that they're definitely in the market for bolstering their team in this transfer window even. So I think it's probably going to happen in terms of at least a bid coming in. Now, whether of course Marc Guehi will take it or not is entirely up in the air, but the fact that they are going to table this bid suggests that they are serious about it, or as serious as Newcastle were, although they haven't really done much about Marc Guehi in this closed season, so we'll have to wait and see on that. But in terms of my own personal thoughts, I think, Marc Guehi has been a huge servant for the club since he's been there. He's worked incredibly hard. I think that he has, along with the other players at the back, have given us a huge amount of respect amongst other teams. In terms of how hard we battle, how resilient we are at the back, and I think we are a very resilient team at the back. We are a very good team at defending our goal, and I think Marc Guehi is a component of that, absolutely. So I think that he's done incredibly well for us while he's been here, and he's won the FA Cup. So I think, if he wants to move on, and it seems like he does, because obviously he's got a year left on his contract, he hasn't seemed interested in extending it. So I think he does want to move on. I would say I think it's probably time to let him go. If we can get Osman Dumandi, then I think that will be a good replacement for him. Apparently, according to other reports that I've read, Crystal Palace aren't prepared to let Guehi go until we get a replacement in. So if Osman Diomande is the replacement, then obviously they're going to want to get that over the line before they let Guehi go, which I think is prudent, because obviously you don't want to leave yourself short of a player, which is something we almost did end of last season. So I think it's important that we get the right price for him. I think it's important that we get someone in to replace him in time before we let him go. But I think it's probably time to let him go. I think he wants to move on to other avenues and other teams. And I think Liverpool's as good a team as any. If you look at how well they've been playing over the last couple of years, obviously they won the league. They've been bringing in some very good players already this window. So you can see what their ambition is going forward, and I think that if Marc Guehi becomes part of that, I think they are going to be a very formidable team. So, as sad as it is, and obviously we want to keep all of our good players, but I think a lot of people at the club, you can see, are resigned to perhaps letting Guehi go. And if we can bring in Diomande, that would be great. I think that would be a good like for like switch. But anyway, let me know down in the comment section what you think about this. Firstly, do you think that we should be selling Marc Guehi? I know there are some people who are saying we should just let him run his contract down, but I don't think they're going to do that. I think they're going to want to get some money for him. So let me know what you think about potentially letting him go to Liverpool. Let me know also what you think about Ousmane Diomande. Do you think he'll be a good replacement for Guehi? That would be interesting to hear what you've got to say about that as well. Thank you for all the comments I've had. It's been fantastic. I've been trying to reply to as many as I possibly can. So thank you for that. And yeah, let me know what your thoughts are down in the comment section. Please do subscribe if you've got this far to help move the channel forward. And until next time, I'll see you then.